what's going on? I hope this is going to be a good one for y'all. The last C10 video it still is growing and getting a lot of attention. I hope this one will do the same. I appreciate all y'all subscribing and finding the channel interesting. We try to keep it coming. So we got another one for you. Another C10. I already put cab corners and rocker panels in it. I tried videoing it, but footage ended up getting deleted. So, oh well. But cab corners, rockers, both sides. Now I wish I had that footage, but if I can somehow get it back, I'll try to put it in here, but at some point. But gonna go ahead and get the bed back in place. You got to get all this sanded and get the backside cab painted and match up some paint to it. And it's got some areas where the bare metal showing and stuff like that, so I think I'm gonna try to do something about that to where it don't look too weird when we go to put clear coat on it, because he wants a clear coat on this one. So I'm gonna try to address all this bare metal that you see, that way it ain't showing through the clear coat, and trying to make it look like more surface rust instead of actual surface rust, but try to address this a little bit. Yeah, this one's had probably 2 or 3 resprays in its lifetime, so it's not an original paint truck, so we're not going to really hurt nothing. I actually think the bed is not original to the truck. Doors and fenders aren't original to the truck, so just I think even the owner said the name of this truck is Hack Job, so it kind of fits the truck. It's a cool truck, nice little small block Chevy, good little runner. It'd be a good little cruiser for somebody to go anywhere they want to go. Florida for the turkey rod run, anything. So let's jump on it and get some paint going. I got to get these cab corners sanded down and blocked a little better. They're a little bit roughed in right now. Get the inside portion painted and all that. As I said, it's a nice truck, really nice truck for what it is. So let's get after it. Move this bed back a little bit. I'll get it back further than that. Yeah, let's see if we can work with that. Right, I'm gonna take some 180 on this block, kind of hit it a little bit and see what we get. I don't know. Let's see. It ain't gotta be super duper perfect because of the truck, but wanting to look decent. These are some of the worst fitting cab corners and rocker panels I've ever seen in my life. They were just horrible. Had to cut this, bend it out. On that side over there, I had to cut down through here, bend it this way. It was just did not fit. This body work ain't going to be 100%. We're just going to get it close enough. That's probably about as good as it's going to get. I'm probably just going to come back in 320 this on a DA. And we're going to try to mix up some paint and get these cab corners and rockers kind of blended in. try to get as far as I can today. I gotta pull the transmission out of the old 57 tomorrow, and the clutch rod, push rod adjustment thing I did works great, but now let all these tractors and everything come through. But now the throwout bearing decided it was going to take a crap, so good old Chinese GM parts. What do you do? I mean, think you're buying decent stuff and it ends up being crap. So yeah, this side I had to cut down through here, bend it to the door because I could put my fingers in the door. Like it fit good up here, and then it like went this way, and the rocker still don't fit good. I mean, without like completely cutting it all to pieces and making it fit, I'd have to rebuild the whole rocker. But I think for the truck and what we're going for, I think it's going to be fine. So I'm not going to really too much worry about it. I think the owner's going to be tickled to death because he just don't want no major rot, you know, in the truck. So it all looks pretty good. All right, actually looks pretty good. I'm gonna get some 320 this real quick, and go ahead and get I need to get the cab corners painted. That way I can get the bed fastened back to the chassis and get the truck off the jacks, and get the rest of the truck prepped and get some artwork going on this thing. You know what I mean? I got the jams somewhat taped off and went ahead and shot some red primer and browns and blacks in there. Notice it's got some pretty cool teal green color in there also. So that means we get to have a little bit of fun putting some teal in there and making it look the part. A lot right there, but yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start getting some teal in there, some teal green, whatever color you want to call that, sea foam. I'm just using rattle cans right now, so let's go ahead and get that going. I'm not looking for like super duper coverage of this color, so probably about as good as it needs to be, really. So we're gonna wipe a lot of it off, cover it up with red. This is just having fun at this point. Kind of tricks the eye a little bit. It's not so blue, make it look more like that seafoam color. Like I said, we're going to cover a lot of this up with red, so a lot of it's going to come back off. Oh man, there goes that tube hardener. Dadgummit. All over the dadgum ground. Brand new tube hardener. Dadgummit. It's so hot outside. It's like barely after 8 o'clock and already 200 degrees. This side might do a little better since it's not direct sunlight. It's just stupid hot out here already. Can't get nothing done right. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is there's a lot of gray in this. So I'm going to spray these up with some gray. And after that, we'll try to mix up some red and get some red on it. And then we get to really have fun. Okay, went ahead and painted gray on off camera. Kind of looks like crap, but it's kind of what we're after. So I got these 3 reds, and they are from the other truck. These are the 3 reds I mixed together to make that red on that last truck. This one looks more promising. This was the scan off the other truck. So I think what I'm gonna do is just get me a cup, pour some in the cup, and just dab it somewhere and see what it looks like dry. And we may have to add these as needed. So this heat is retarded, y'all. Can't even think about what you're gonna do next. It's so hot. All right, I'm gonna take some over here. And it's going to look fresher because it's new paint. Man, that's almost that color, man. That's ridiculous. We'll let that dry up and see what it does. I mean, kind of hard to see, but it's drying to that color. I may could dump a little bit in this cup, add a little bit of bright red to it. Get on out of here. We don't want you over here. Let's see, should I go with that one? That's more of an orange, so I kind of want to stay away from that. That needs to be shook up a little bit. Here comes another tractor. Hey, yeah. Boy tractors. Boy, that's some red right there for you. Ain't gonna take a lot. Try to make a mess if you can. That makes it better. See what that looks like. I mean, you can barely tell where I dabbed that other one. It's so close already. This is the wrong way to do this, so I'm just letting you know. I like that better. Because once it darkens, it's going to darken as it dries, so. Heck, we might run with that. Probably gonna be okay. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I don't know, we'll try it. Let me get this mixed up the rest of the way. I'll get my little gun out and we'll go ahead and spray some on there and see what it does. Okay, I got the other side already done. I'm putting the coffee on there. Alright. Yeah, let's get that coffee on there. However it gets on there. Trying to give us a little bit of that effect. Whew, it's hot. Man, I can't tell you how hot it is. You know, I'm gonna try this little gun out. I ain't used it in I don't know how long. My other little gun is tore up, so let's see if this one's gonna work. I'm blowing my coffee off. It's so hot out here, everything's dry. All right, I think I got it good enough. Yeah, good scratch right there already. Let's get some of this knocking off of now. All right. Oh yeah. Get on off of that. We don't want you on there no more. Let it dry up real good. Come back and do some wet sanding. Oh yeah, looks good. Man, it's hot. Supposed to be getting some thunderstorms today, so I'm trying to get majority of this done today. And like I said, I got to pull transmission out of my car tomorrow, so this is probably going to get finished up next week. Bad as I hate to say it, man, it's so hot. I mean, I could wring my shirt out. It's so hot. feel like I've just been in a swimming pool. Socks are wet, everything's wet. Alright, let's move on to the next step. Alright. It's super hot. Oh, it's like 97 degrees. I'm gonna hit this side with Comet and scuff pad on the DA. See what we got going on. See if we can't make it look a little better or worse, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you want to call it. Let's see what that look like. Coming off pretty easy. Oh yeah. It'll look pretty good, I think. Oh man. Look at that look like. Yeah, I like it. Let's work the top part of it a little bit. Alright. It's looking pretty good. If I quit squeezing everything and get y'all up here to show it to you. That's matching the rest of the jam pretty well. I like it. Looks like it's been on there for 40 years or however long it's been. That door shuts good. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this whole side with the pad and Comet scuff pad. I can't talk because it's so hot out here. I can't even think about what I'm saying. So let's go ahead and get this side prepped. Alright, got this side pretty much prepped. I couldn't get to that front fender, my hose wasn't long enough, but that's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good out there. So I like it. We'll let that dry real good. We'll see what it looks like after it dries. Let's get this side done. Alright, you can kind of see all the different effects we got now. Turned out nice. Paint matches fairly good too. I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, it turned out good. So they got a little bit of red there. And they got the red showing back up over here too. It looks good. Turning out nice. I'm actually really pleased with it. It looks like getting some rust right there in a brand new cab corner. Get on it, boy. Boy, I tell you. The boy getting on that motorcycle. Alright. Looking good. I'll get the rest of this thing prepped up, and I'll try to go ahead and move the Nova out of the way, get Ernestine. I gotta get Ernestine over here because I gotta work on it tomorrow. But I'm gonna try to work on these spots and get all that kind of, get some more rust bleeding going on. That way it don't look like a sanded truck, you know, just want it to look like it's just been weather beaten. And yeah, I mean, look at that. What cab corner and rocker replacement? Like it wasn't even there. All right, let's get the rest of this thing prepped. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry up and I'll get it off the jacks. I gotta prep the hood and the roof and driver's side or passenger side fender. And I think I'm gonna add some brown to this thing. It ain't got enough brown in it. I like that right there. That looks good. So I think I'll add some brown on the top of this. And then I'm gonna airbrush some stuff on it. Kind of highlight some areas that I like, this right here. I don't like the metal showing. Be cool if this whole truck was that green, olive green color, or pea green, whatever you call it. That'd be cool, but we gotta work with what we got. There's some more metal showing. I'm gonna highlight all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna see about going ahead and getting some brown on there. But ooh, we got a thunderstorm coming. I can see it way off in the distance. So a lot of my airbrush stuff is waterborne, and I can't put nothing on here that's can get wet. If it gets wet, it's just gonna wash it off. So let me see if I can go ahead and get Ernestine moved and get this off the jacks, play musical cars, and if I can get it in there, I might go ahead and airbrush it and get all that done. That when it'll be ready, all I gotta do is tape it up and shoot some clear coat on it. All right. I done changed clothes 3 times today, and got this thing almost ready to get off the jacks. I got a little bit more I want to do. Actually, a lot more than I want to do. I've been playing around with this side right here. Added in some brown. Kind of give it more character, I reckon. It just looks better. This side here just, and it just needs something. So I'm gonna play around with it some more. I gotta still airbrush some stuff in. Looks like we're gonna get some rain. It's real dark over that way. I'm gonna get as far as I can. And I'd like to get this thing sitting over here today before I'm done for today. So I'm gonna play around with it a little bit more. I'm gonna go to this side since it's dry and add some brown and some black, wet sand it some more, and if I can get over there, I might try to airbrush it today. I don't know, it may be a tomorrow thing. So we will see. All right, I'm just using some spray balm on this, but kind of get it kind of aggressive at the top of the bed. Really want to cover up the bare metal spots. I think we're gonna get rained out. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of black. As I said, it ain't gotta be perfect. You can just kind of have fun with this. This is the fun part to me. Trying to get some of these spots kind of where it don't look like a sanded down truck. It's the biggest thing for me. I'm gonna work on that other side a little bit more, make it look a little bit better, but all right. So that do. All right, that thunder's getting a little bit close, but it's kind of looking pretty good. I'll work with it some more after this weather passes through. There's a lot of lightning popping around, so I'm gonna play it safe than sorry. Up. All right, well, we got the truck clean. It's been a couple days. Had to wait over the weekend, but I got it clean. I got some browns and black sprayed on the rest of it. You saw me doing that before the thunderstorm hit me the other day. So now I'm gonna go in and airbrush some spots that I want to kind of highlight and get rid of some of the bare metal that's still showing, and kind of doll it up a little bit, make it look a little more crappy. So I just add a little bit of browns. The sun is it is unreal hot. So last time I was doing this, it just, paint was drying so fast, and I was having problems with the condensation buildup, and it was ridiculous. So might need to turn this air pressure down just a bit. I'll get to it in a minute. I want to have a little bit of rust run off on it, you know, kind of make it look a little more realistic. I mean, it's got a lot of real stuff going on, but I just want to add a little to it. I don't want it to look like just a sanded down truck. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Kind of what we got going so far, a little bit of rust run. Tailgate's got a lot of stuff going on, so I'm gonna try to keep filling it in. I got everything airbrushed about as good as it's going to get, and try to make it look like it's been there for, you know, forever. Did the roof. Trying to really take care of all the bare metal spots that was on the truck when it came here. That way when it's clear coated, it just don't look funny. Good, I think it's gonna look cool. Gonna look pretty good, I think. Had that rust run off look. So now, my favorite part is taping. Get to tape the whole truck up. Ah, man, I love it. Love the taping. Taping is the funnest. Oh, man. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tape this up. I don't know what's up with these flies. Dang, they're everywhere. I hope they don't bother me while I'm clear coating. We're gonna try to go ahead and get it clear coated today, God willing. I'm gonna have to cover up the bed. You got this real nice mat in there, and I don't want to screw that up. Well, I'm gonna get the taping. All right, then. Got it all wiped down, all taped up, and it's like 97 degrees outside again, and so we're gonna go ahead and just shoot it. I had to change clothes once already, so I'm gonna get this fan going. That fan decided to die again, so let's get some clear on this thing, see what it looks like. I'm ready to see this thing in the sunlight with all the airbrush work and everything. Hopefully it looks okay. And I wish I could have done a little bit more on the roof, but I think it'll look good as is. It's the point where you got to just say, okay, enough's enough. The owner doesn't know it looks like this, so it's going to be a surprise to him as well. By the time he sees the video, he'll be done seeing the truck. So I hope you like it. Here we go. probably hear that fan more than you hear me, but it's cleared. Some of it looks really good, some of it looks pretty bad. There ain't much I can really do about it. It's like it has some kind of oil film on it, but I cleaned it the best I could. And, I don't know, it's just got some issues with the fender there, and then right there on the front of the hood. But I don't know, I'm gonna let it dry up a little bit more and get it out in the sun. I mean, the good thing about it being glossy is you could wet sand that little spot down and you could buff it and make it look a little better. If it was flat or satin, that'd be a no-go, because it would just polish the clear back and it'd be shiny. So that's why I kind of like going with a shiny finish on these things. It lasts a lot longer and it looks better to me in a sense, but I think it looks pretty good for the truck. I mean, we knew it wasn't going to be we knew it wasn't going to be like a $20,000 paint job or no crap like that. So I mean, I think it looks good for what it is. So I'm gonna let her dry up, then we'll unmask it and get it out in the sun and see what it looks like. Put the lights back in it, back bumper, and get it cleaned up on the inside. Oh yeah, I gotta lower it too. Yeah, get to lower the front of it. So I'm not gonna do it today. I'll probably do it tomorrow. We'll just secure on out. This like 97 degrees for real. It's stupid hot out here. I'm happy with how it's turned out. It kind of tried to fish eye on me a little bit on the hood here. And this fender, I kept spraying that fender, and then I went and like really put a lot of reducer in my clear. I'm like, screw it, let's see if I can just run it out. But it turned out pretty good. I mean, there's some texture in the truck, but it's got 3 good coats clear on it. So if he wants to buff it, he can. I'm happy with it. I think it looks awesome. And it's all paint. Turned out awesome. All right. I'm gonna go inside, cool down, let this thing dry the rest of the day, and finish this thing up tomorrow. All right, it's next day. I got the bumper on, I got everything in the interior put back together. Now we get to lower it. So I'm just gonna pull the springs out, cut a coil off of them and put them back in. I was gonna heat them up, but it's really frowned upon, and I don't have a set of torches at work, so this is the next best thing, and it's a little bit better. So go ahead and knock these wheels off. All right. Go knock the other side off. There you go. Gotta go up a little higher. Okay. Now the fun part. Alright, this is extremely dangerous. So what I do is I always put the jack under here and kind of, yeah, just like that. Jack on it a little bit till I got some pressure on it. Not let it down. And then take that one nut loose and kind of let the jack down, see if it busts loose. May have to take a hammer and hit the control or the spindle a little bit. Had a brain fart. May have to knock on that spindle a little bit to kind of knock it loose. Woo. Get that cotter pin on out of there. Get out of there. Get on out of that thing. Got the shock loose. Pull it down on the jack, see if it separates by itself. Hopefully it does. This creeper's getting on my nerves. All right, it's not separating. All right then. There she goes. Alright. We'll pick back up on it, kind of put a little pressure with the jack. That way this thing won't go crazy on me. And then take it the rest of the way out. Alright, got the nut off. Let's see if it comes loose. Very slowly. Yeah, do not trust that control arm to be completely let go. See what I'm talking about? There she is. Now you can take the spring out and cut a coil out of it. Alright. So basically what we're going to do is put the spring upside down. We're just going to cut it right there. That'd be a whole coil. Stab it back in. And these things have a pocket they sit in. There's a recessed area. The bottom of the spring goes in. So that's what we're going to set it back into. It's really not hard to pull these front ends apart. They really come apart fairly easy. You just got to be very careful and just take your time. Don't get in a hurry. I've seen some people do some dangerous things and can't believe they walk away from it, but they do. I can't get that looking. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this and do the other side. back together and go on a little test drive, see how this thing does. Good old truck. Drives good. They don't drive bad at all. Cut springs, when you cut them, it make them ride a little stiffer, but this thing rides like a cloud, man. It's a good old truck. It'd be a great turkey rod run, you know, drive down to Florida, drive anywhere truck. You can go Pigeon Forge rod run, load all your stuff in the back of the truck. I mean, this truck's perfect for that kind of stuff. You ain't got to worry about it getting scratched, because whatever happens to it just adds more to the character of the truck. I mean, I like it. I like this whole truck. I've worked on a bunch of these, built a bunch of these things. This is probably my favorite one I've worked on. So, get it back to the house. We'll wrap this joker on up. Oh yeah. Good old altitude adjustment in the front end. Ain't much you can do about the back. You could heat them up, but I don't advise it. Them old beehive type springs were tapered on both ends, so I'd just replace them if you're gonna lower it. But that's gonna pretty much wrap this one up. It's been a fun one. I enjoyed doing it. I wish I had the footage for the rocker panels and cab corners. That would have made some good watching right there, but whole hack job. This ain't your Poppy's Patina. So tell your buds, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you like, tell me what you didn't like, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.